All right, so when I go live on the phone lines to Dr. Badu Sarkodie, he joins us to help us understand what exactly is happening. He is on Skype now. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Is this the best way to deal with cholera cases?
Hello?
Right, can you hear me, sir?
Are you asking whether this is the best way to deal with cholera cases?
Absolutely, sir. That's the question I asked.
Hello?
Dr. Badu Sarkodie, thank you very much for your time. My question to you is this the best way to handle cholera cases?
You have to explain the scenario a bit. You're asking me a way, but I don't know the way that you are talking about.
Well, we've just been told that a lot of people who have been to the hospital have been discharged and are waiting their results. Is it safe? Is this how to handle cholera cases?
It depends on the situation, and we have a case definition for suspected cholera when you don't have an outbreak on hand, and you're losing it when you have outbreak on hand. The people that are managing, I think you are talking about a place in Greater Accra region, at Abraka specifically. Not long ago, at Abraka, in fact, all the facilities and most of the health staff in Accra Metropolis and the entire region were taken through the management of cholera, starting from the detection, starting from prevention, early detection, and then the necessary investigations to do, and then how to respond to a suspected case and the steps that they need to take to investigate and confirm a case. So, and we've been following up, and they are very much informed of this situation. So as much as possible, I know that Accra team is strong and solid on the ground with regards to detection and management of cholera.
Pardon me to ask, sir, but how can the hospital authorities monitor such people to ensure that the disease doesn't spread?
First, if the case comes to the facility and meets the case definition, every effort is taken by taking a sample, appropriate sample. In this situation, the stool sample or a rectal swab sent to place in appropriate medium and taken to the laboratory for further investigations. Next, the general surveillance case definition needs to be met. And then the next step is taking how to do tests. We have two main tests for confirmation. The first one, which will make it a probable case, is the rapid diagnostic test. And if that is positive, we say that the case is probable, or yes, it's a probable or presumptive positive. And then the gold test is the culture of the sample, which will grow the germ. And as much as possible, if that is positive, then we have the case on hand. Depending on the situation of the patient or the case, if the patient is strong enough whilst investigations are going on, then you may not necessarily keep the patient on admission whilst you have not confirmed the situation. So it depends on the patient's stability. The patient is stable enough for investigation to be conducted on outpatient basis, where we do best to make sure that, one, we do take the necessary samples, send the samples for appropriate investigations, and then speak to the person as to how the person would conduct him or herself and prevent the further spread of the condition before we discharge. And I believe that these very steps might have been taken at the place that we are talking about.
Right, my very final question to you, Dr. Badu Sarkodie. First of all, what's the very latest update on the Cape Coast situation, and how ready are we as a country to handle cases of cholera?
Thank you very much. The Central Region situation started about 5 weeks ago. Indeed, a lot of activities have been going on, and we are implementing almost all the various response mechanisms that we have for the management of cholera. As we speak now, The caseload, the case incidents, daily case incidents has dropped drastically, and I think yesterday they had 2 cases suspected. And the good thing is that for the past 4 or 5 days, all the suspected cases that have reported to us, samples have been taken. We've been doing laboratory tests, all of them proving negative for the rapid diagnostic test. We send samples for further confirmation with the culture, which is the gold test, and that has also been proven negative. So we seem to be getting to the end of the outbreak in Cape Coast, but then the risk factors persist. So
all right, thank you very much. Dr. Badu Sarkodie is with the Disease Surveillance Unit at the Ghana Health Service.